Yes. Hi. Hi. My name is Prophetess Erimiti Erimiti Victoria Oluwadisa. I want to talk to you about the topic is it's kind of funny. It's a funny story though. Yesterday evening I was sitting right here and I heard a voice speaking into me, telling me about things that are to happen about um about rapture, about what do you call this, antichrist and stuff like that. Things telling me things about that, and it kind of was like, apart from the fact that it brought me back to February 2022, where I had that vision of the rapture, but I just felt like, you know, John 10:10, it says that the thief cometh to steal, not to steal, to kill and to destroy. But then when you look at the story of Job, when you read the story about Job, in Job 2, when Job went before and when Lucifer, Satan, went before God to call the stand of Joseph, of Job into question before God. And God gave him a passage but with restriction to his life. Now, yes. So then let's talk about the story of Adam and Eve. When the deceiver, the serpent in himself, came before s- Eve to deceive Eve to eat the fruit from the garden where God has already forbidden them not to eat of. But then it kind of struck me though. It struck me though that the deceiver himself is trying to deceive himself. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. He's a thief. Satan is a thief himself. The thief himself coming to tell you of what he himself is trying to steal. Of what he himself is trying to steal. Yeah. Okay. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. Here is it. Here is it. Here is it. Here is it. Satan himself going before Eve to get Eve into taking something of God that belongs to, that God has already said no to. Then coming to deceive Eve. So please tell me, between Eve and Satan, who is the deceiver? And even if Eve spoke to, even if the serpent spoke to Eve, trying to deceive Eve, but let's face it, he's also deceiving himself. So it's just like when a thief goes to steal something, they are going to steal, quite all right. But what they actually do not know is that what they are stealing is they are also stealing themselves at the same time. At the same time, you're also stealing yourself at the same time. Let's read Luke 17 verse 20b. I don't want to read everything, but okay, mm, maybe let's read everything. Luke 17 verse 20 says that, and when he was demanded of the Pharisees when the kingdom of God should come, he answered them and said, the kingdom of God cometh not with observation. That means it will catch you unaware, just like the life of a thief catch you unaware, catch you unaware, we catch you unaware. So it's like, how can the devil himself coming to tell coming to tell Eve or Job, I'm sorry, oh God, about um something to call without actually knowing that, is it not possible that if the kingdom of God cometh not without an observation, then definitely the kingdom of eternal damnation also cometh without a knowing. how will I say it? In mathematics, in mathematics, there is a straight line, and there is a line, like I think they call it asymmetry line, line, and there is the line that goes like that. So if you're going this way, tell me, how can you go this way without having a cross line on this line? It's not possible. There will always be a meeting place. So definitely, the devil himself going to Job, going before Job to tell Job about something that God Himself was already aware of. He's already aware of. Is that not what will you call that? Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. So the kingdom of God. So yes. Okay, I need to process now. Sorry, I'm just all over the place now. So yeah, Job coming to I mean Satan coming to tell Job about things that are unaware about an observation of Christ, for Christ and for the kingdom of God. So obviously, Satan isn't aware himself that eternal damnation is also upon us without a knowing. That means that every believer should know that as Jesus came on earth to die for us, or as he came on earth to die for us, or as in Matthew 1 2 verse 1, or Matthew 1 verse 18, whichever one you want to pick whichever one you want to choose between those two, the birth of Jesus. So also his ascension was. So if his ascension was like that, and his coming was like that, was here, his ascension to heaven was going like up there, and his coming here on earth was. So how much more are we not to know? How much more is it that things are not? Oh my God! Wait. Okay. It's